All right, let's talk about something really exciting, how you can navigate the world of Chinese government scholarships. So, have you ever thought about studying in China on a full ride? It's a fantastic goal, right? Well, today we're going to break down exactly how you can make that a reality. So, what's the big idea behind these scholarships? Well, at its core, it's all about building global connections and promoting cultural exchange. The whole thing is managed by the China Scholarship Council. You'll see it called the CSC. And these scholarships are basically your ticket to studying at some of China's top universities. So here's our game plan. First, we'll get an overview of what these scholarships actually are. Then, we'll talk about the awesome benefits, what you get. After that, the really important part, the three main pathways for how to apply. We'll even spotlight a few different programs to see how they compare. And we'll wrap it all up with a solid action plan to get you started. Okay, so let's get right into the good stuff. What do you actually get with one of these scholarships? I think you'll be surprised, because it's often way more comprehensive than people think. Basically, they give you a full financial package so you don't have to worry about the money side of things. We're talking a full waiver for your tuition fees. Yep, completely covered. You also get free housing in a campus dorm or a subsidy to help you with rent. On top of that, there's a monthly stipend for your living expenses, plus comprehensive medical insurance. The whole point is to let you just focus on your studies, which is pretty amazing. And check this out. Let's talk about that monthly stipend. It's not just a flat rate. It's actually tiered based on what you're studying. So undergrads get a certain amount, master's students get a bit more, and PhD students get the most. This is all designed to make sure your day-to-day living costs are comfortably covered, no matter what your degree level is. All right, so the benefits sound great. But now for the million-dollar question. How do you actually apply? I know, the system can look a little confusing from the outside, but trust me, once you break it down, it's actually pretty structured. So let's make this super simple. Think of it like this. There isn't just one single door to get in. There are actually three main routes or pathways you can take. And figuring out which pathway is the right one for you, well, that's the absolute first, most critical step. So what are these three gateways? Number one, you can apply through your home country's government. This is usually handled by the Ministry of Education, and they call these bilateral programs. Number two, you can apply directly through a specific Chinese university you want to attend. And number three, you can go through a specific designated organization, like maybe UNESCO or another partner group. Okay, to really see how this works in the real world, let's put a spotlight on a few different programs. This is where it gets interesting, because you'll see how these different pathways are designed for totally different kinds of people. Okay, take a look at this. The ACYLS scholarship, for example, is specifically for professionals from ASEAN countries. For that one, you'd apply through an office in your home nation. Then you've got the MOFCOM scholarship. This one's for government officials from developing countries, and the application goes through the local Chinese embassy. And see the Silk Road program? That's for trade union officials, and they apply directly to the CSC. See how different they are? And the differences go even deeper. The ACILS program, for instance, is taught in English and comes with some really nice perks like covering your airfare and even a fee to help you get settled. But then you look at the Silk Road program. That's all about learning Chinese. It's for general scholars and it covers one round-trip flight. So yeah, each one has its own unique flavor, for sure. Okay, so now that you've seen what's possible, you're probably wondering, how do I actually do this? Let's shift gears and talk about the practical, step-by-step process for getting your application together. For the most part, the process boils down to 4 key steps. Step 1, do your homework. Research all the different programs and universities to find the perfect fit for you. Step 2 is a big one. Get in touch with your target university to get what's called a pre-admission letter. Step 3, you'll complete the main application online through the official CSC portal. And finally, step 4, you submit everything to the right agency, depending on which path you chose. Now, to get that application package ready, you're going to need to gather a bunch of documents. Of course, there are the basics, like a copy of your passport and your academic transcripts. But you'll also need a really solid study plan or research proposal, 2 letters of recommendation, and then the official stuff, a language certificate, a physical exam form, and a non-criminal record certificate. My advice? Start gathering these things early. It'll save you a lot of stress. And you know, it's always good to keep the big picture in mind. At the end of the day, this whole thing is about building bridges, strengthening understanding and friendship between China and the rest of the world. And they do that by supporting talented people, people just like you. So what's the big takeaway here? It's all about looking at your own background and your own goals. You really have to ask yourself, which one of these pathways fits me? Am I a professional from an ASEAN nation, a government official, or a student who should be applying directly to a university? Honestly, matching your profile to the right program, that is the absolute key to success. And when you're ready to start your search, there's only one place to go for all the official information, the lists of universities, everything. Head over to the official China Scholarship Council website. That's your starting line. I wish you the best of luck.